me, would you have some quarters I could buy from you? I don't seem to have enough for the washer.
Change machine on the wall over there.
Oh, thanks.
Here. Okay.
Thanks. You seem to have the magical touch.
Okay. I forgot to bring any soap. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, I did it. I did it. Okay.
Sorry, I hate to disturb you again.
What now? First of all, you got way too many things in here for one load.
No. I was just wondering if, I'm not sure how much to put in here. Like the whole box?
Well, that depends. Sorrows or sins?
Oh, I don't.
Sorrows. Sorrows look like sorrows. Hard to tell sometimes.
No. All I need to know is how much.
Well, that depends. Ooh, tithe. Extra strength tithe. For those stubborn, hard to get off stains. Oh, relax. I'm doing 2 big loads myself. First thing, you got to separate your stuff into 2 loads. Why don't you use both these machines? You got extra quarters?
Yeah, sorrows in one pile and sins in the other.
I don't think so. Separate by degrees. Lights in here and darks in there.
Are you sure?
Hey, you asked me for my opinion. Okay, you do it however you like. Uh-huh. Oh my. Well, had a little of my own left over. Why not? Just in case.
You know, I'm surprised there aren't more people.
Well, sometimes there are.
Lots?
No, never lots. Oh,
Well,
but
I guess there must
never
be.
wait for a machine if that's what you're worried about.
No, I guess there must be a lot of other places like this. A whole bunch, don't you think? We all got things to clean, right? No. Have you been here long?
What the hell's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. I'm sorry. It was just
My stuff's especially bad? Extra dirty?
No.
You're just gonna breeze right in here and right out again, and all your things will be fresh and laundered in one cycle, huh?
That isn't what I was saying.
Yes,
I was not thinking that. I was just thinking conversation.
Some of those things you think will wash right out, well, they don't. They don't. You think a little extra stink tide is gonna do the trick? Or maybe there's something with a little extra bleaching action over there that'll make everything okay.
I wasn't saying any of that, please.
Well, maybe
I
there's
didn't
just
mean anything, I promise you.
I got a gander at a few of those things that you're trying to slip by me a couple minutes ago, huh? You think I didn't notice? You think I didn't see a stain or two? Oh. Well, this is no good. I don't even want to see how my things are going to come out now. Fortunately, I got a lot of quarters. Yeah, a lot of them. I don't know. I don't know how long I've been here. I don't remember anymore how many times I've run those same loads. 10, 25,000. I still remember some things, from before, so I guess it hasn't been that long.
What do you mean you remember some things?
Maybe between 40 and 50. Okay.
What do you mean, some things?
Well, what do you remember?
Everything? Why wouldn't I?
Everything.
Yeah, of course, everything.
Well, good. Good for you. I bet you don't, though. Married?
Yes.
Husband's name?
Michael.
Kids?
2. Kevin and Alexandra.
Street you live on?
Valley View Way.
Sounds nice.
You haven't really done your things 40 or 50 times, have
Dogs,
you?
cats, birds.
Honestly,
Yes.
40 or 50 times, and they're still not, I mean, you're
Anything?
still,
Snakes?
nope. We had a dog before Alexandra was born, but we had to give it away because she was allergic.
What's your name?
I don't want to do this anymore.
First or last, either one's good.
It's the spell.
Won't do any good. There isn't anything around here to write with.
No.
And even if there was, writing things down wouldn't work either. You think you're the first one to get that brilliant idea? Please. I've seen people try scratching things right into their own arm so they won't forget. You know what happens? They're left with a name or a word that after a while doesn't mean anything anymore. Because you can't save it up here.
Forget. I won't 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 forget.
Why don't you take a break?
I won't forget. I won't forget. I won't. I won't. No, I won't. I'm not like you, okay? I'm not like those others. These things and these people, they're important to me, and I won't. I can't.
Okay, all right. Maybe you will remember. Okay, maybe you will.
Yes, because if you don't, then that means you didn't love them enough, and they weren't important enough to you. I can't remember my name.
That's the first thing most people lose. Maybe it means it's the least important thing about you. Or the most important, or maybe it doesn't mean anything at all.
You do.
No, not for a long time.
Kevin, Alexandra. Michael, Kevin, Alexandra. Michael, Kevin, Alexandra. What brought you here? Do you remember that?
Sickness, I think. I remember sinking slowly. There was a dull, steady pain. And then there wasn't. You?
I don't know. When I try to remember that, I see my house, the porch, the yard, and the forsythia bush to the right. Kevin and one of his friends are playing in the yard. The bush wasn't blooming, so it wasn't spring, I guess. It was sudden. I think whatever happened. Maybe I was on my way home. Maybe that's why I keep seeing the house. Maybe that was the last thought that I had before. Here. Do you have children?
Probably.
Well, you said you remember some things.
Yeah. I was a teacher. I taught accounting. And later on, I worked in a CPA's office. I had a clay frog on my desk, green with gray spots. I've been to a country fair, or maybe it was just a carnival. Yellow and green and orange lights flickering, and the rattling of gears on the rides. Oh, the smell of popcorn and cotton candy and freshly mown weeds and axle grease all wrapped up together. I think I did something bad once. Very bad.
You remember that?
There aren't any soft drink machines. Have you noticed that? Or anything that dispenses candy and snacks? You know? What if somebody gets thirsty? You know what happens to me is I'm not thirsty. I'm not even thinking about it. And then, until I realized that there isn't anything to drink. And then all of a sudden, all I can think about is how much I want something.
Alexandra, Kevin, Michael.
Probably not the wanting. It's the not having, don't you suppose?
Aren't those the same things?
Nobody's ever asked, though. Nobody who's been here, at least since I've been around, has ever said, boy, I'm parched. I wish there was something to drink.
Where do people go when they leave here?
You think I know that? I'm waiting to find out.
Will someone else come before you leave?
I don't know that either.
Well, you were alone when I got here. Sometimes there's more than just two.
Sometimes.
Is that true, or are you just saying that?
Why? Are you afraid of being alone?
No. I wonder what kind of person might show up next.
Oh. And you think you might need me to protect you?
No, I didn't mean that exactly. It's just that, well, we've been talking and you seem, I'm comfortable.
Comfortable?
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah, with me, comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, comfortable is the closest I could think of. Anyway, that's not exactly what I am here. These are really terrible chairs, for instance, but God, if I have to be here, then...
And you're glad it's with me?
Yeah. Oh, God.
Woo! Are you religious?
No, not especially. God, not as much as I wish I was right now.
Yeah. Wouldn't matter, I don't think.
You?
I'm spiritual. And before you say anything, no, I don't think they're the same thing. They can be, but not always. I've been both. And in each case, I thought the one that I was at the time was better than the other one.
Yeah, I think sometimes we let convenience be our spiritual guide. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
No, that's okay. That's good. We let convenience be our spiritual guide. If I use that sometime?
Not at all. Oh,
The dryer.
so I guess my things won't be ready for a while yet. God, I wonder what time it is. There's no clock here, is there? Alexandra, Kevin. I used to wear a watch, but now I use my cell phone to check the time, but I think I lost it in the okay, Alexandra, Kevin, Mitchell. Alexandra, Kevin, Mitchell. Oh, they're still, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for you, but I'm a little glad for me because I'll get you a little bit longer. God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being glad. What happens if we run out of money?
I don't think that ever happens.
You did not soap. You know what? You gave me some of yours earlier. Let me return the favor.
Don't bother.
No, it's okay. I'm probably gonna need some more anyway.
I don't want any soap. It doesn't matter. Things are gonna come clean or they're not gonna come clean. I don't think the damn detergent matters at all. I think it depends on something else.
What?
If I figure it out, I'll let you know. Maybe we're just supposed to keep on washing until everything is in tatters. Till they disappeared completely. We'll look inside and there won't be anything left, not a fucking thing.
Oh, I don't think you should talk like that.
Or what? I'll go to hell? I'll be damned to end up in some kind of limbo, doomed to repeat the same tasks over and over again? Oh, and incidentally, the name's Michael.
What?
Yeah, Michael, not Mitchell. The last time you called him Mitchell.
Who?
You said your husband's name was Michael, but a minute ago you...
Michael. Oh, yes. Yes. His name is Michael. My husband's name is Michael. And my children are... You can't do this. You can't take this away from me.
Don't.
Okay, these things
Don't.
are mine. They belong to me.
You can't.
My family
Can't.
and the people that I love. What is this place?
Answer you. Nobody ever.
What are you doing to us? To me? You've taken me away. They need me, and you've taken me away from them, and I don't know what you want from me. I don't know what you want. I'm a good person. Okay, I raised my children to be kind and unselfish and to respect others. And now my children are... my children...
Alexandra.
What?
Kevin. Your children are Alexandra and Kevin. Your husband's name is Michael.
You.
There's Alexandra and Kevin.
Yes, you. Oh God, you can do it. You can remember for me. That's it. That's the way. You can remember because they're not important to you. So tell me some things you want to remember and
No,
we'll do it for each other. Just think of something.
There isn't anything.
Say their names again.
Michael.
Say them again for me.
Michael.
Yes. Okay.
Kevin. Alexandra.
Alexandra. Yes, my baby girl. She was never Alex. by the way. She insisted from the time she was a toddler. Alexandra, because Alex was a boy's name, she said. Okay. Alexandra, Kevin, Michael. Now you. There must be something, a name.
They're all gone. All the names.
Well, a face then. Describe someone's face.
No faces either. Well, none of any relevance. Someone I might have seen in a store or on the bus. I remember all the things that are far from me, that's all.
But you tried. You tried to remember. An M? Right? And E or P? Is that an R? What did you use?
A fingernail, what else?
A C. Start of an O?
Yeah. That's as far as I got. And then I couldn't remember anymore what I was trying to say.
MERC. Merc. Or Merce. Mercy, do you think?
If that's what I was going for, it didn't work.
The bad thing that you did, or you think you did? Do you think that's why you're still here?
I've given up trying to figure it out. Hey, you're worried now, aren't you? You're wondering why you're here in the same place with somebody who's done something so awful. What does it mean for you?
No, I just... Oh, excuse me.
Bless you, relatively speaking. You're trying as best you can to recall whether you might have done anything like that yourself, huh?
No,
Something awful enough to land you in the same place as me.
What was it? Can you remember? Do you think that you might actually have...
I would do it again. It was bad and maybe unforgivable, but I would do it again. If I were given the chance to go back and change things, I wouldn't. I don't know. When I think back on it, all I can remember is a flash of light, a hot yellow light, like from the carnival rides. My mouth is dry and sour. And there's fear and there's anger, but there's a kind of exultation. As though I've been waiting for that moment for a long time, and I'm almost relieved it's here because finally the waiting is over, and no matter what else happens now, they'll be safe. I think, why did I wait so long? You know? It isn't that difficult at all.
Who's they?
So much easier than I imagined.
Who is they?
What?
They. You said they'll be safe. Who were you talking about? Who did you mean?
I don't know.
You just said it just a second ago.
I don't know. I don't know what you mean.
Come on, it was almost there. You started to remember. Think.
I don't know. I don't remember anything. I don't remember.
And you're afraid, but you're angry too. And there's a person, a man probably, and...
So stop it. Just shut up. Just shut up. It's gone. It's gone. I don't want to know. Don't you see? It's the only way. It's the only way. It's the only way there's any peace.
Yeah. How you don't want to remember the things and the people that made up your life?
Why would I? Why would I? What difference can it make now? You can't go back. You can't go back. All we can do is go forward. Maybe.
It's not that I miss them. Well, I do, I guess. But I understand that that part of my existence is over. What hurts is thinking of them missing me.
That'll pass. I'm not trying to be cruel. I'm just stating a simple fact.
Because I'm going to forget.
I mean them. And they won't forget, but it'll get easier in time. And that's what you want, isn't it? They won't have to go on hurting as much as they do right now. And you won't have to watch. You won't have to watch while they hurt. And you won't have to watch when it goes away. That might be even more painful.
I always thought that my grandmother was watching out for me somewhere, smiling and looking down. That's what they told me. Anyway, when she died, I was 6.
Did it help?
It meant everything to me. I don't know. As much as anything could, I guess. Turns out she was probably just doing her laundry.
Well, maybe you can ask her yourself eventually, after all this.
You don't believe that, do you? Yeah, me either.
Does that upset you? Make you sad?
No. Yes, a little.
It's funny the things we think of as ours. A toy or a puppy, maybe when we're children, our personal property. Others can use them, but only with our permission. And then later you think that you can stake a claim on someone because you share their blood or they're yours, a brother or a grandmother, your children. You think you're entitled to be linked to them forever, beyond a lifetime. And it turns out blood is nothing. It's just the goopy red stuff that propels us for a few years. Air, on the other hand.
Air.
We trade it back and forth. It's a finite thing, isn't it? How long do you get to hold it in your lungs? A few seconds, maybe longer, for some people, like swimmers maybe. But even they have to let it out sometime. It's not theirs. It's not ours. It's not new to any of us. We're breathing something that 1 billion other people have already had inside them. had in their lungs at one time. You probably took a gulp of air that somebody from Egypt or Korea exhaled a week earlier. I probably breathed some of the same stuff that George Washington had in him a few hundred years ago.
Air.
It links us, if anything does. Or maybe it just reminds us. Just because we knew somebody, loved somebody once, even for a lifetime, doesn't make them ours beyond that.
That is horrible.
It's just a theory. I had a lot of time to come up with those lately.
Yeah, well, it's a horrible theory.
Is it?
Yes. I don't know. It's sad.
For who? For you?
For everyone. I want to see the people that I loved again someday. I want to remember them, and I want them to remember me. Isn't that what we were promised?
It's a theory.
Why can't we at least take our memories? What's the harm in those?
You'll have to ask somebody else. Somebody smarter than I am.
I hope we go together. They should let us go at the same time.
You think so, do you? You're not that much of an individualist, are you?
You don't think you'll ever get out of here, do you? It may have been a sin, but you did it to protect someone else. Your children, maybe. How can they blame you for that?
Well, what about you? What makes you so sure all your things are going to come out clean? I'm thinking you haven't got anything as dark as that, anything quite that awful. Yours are the small things. Same things everybody else has.
Yeah, I didn't expect there would be quite so many.
Yeah, that's a problem with the little stains. They don't seem like much. So we lose track of just how many we made. After a while, we even stop regretting them. Those are the ones I'm having trouble with now. Ones I'm having trouble facing. They're the ones that'll get you.
Wouldn't it be interesting if by some amazing coincidence or some stroke of fate, it turned out that you were my grandmother? Or the person that was my grandmother? She was about 60 when she died.
I'm not your grandmother.
I'm not saying you look 60. It has nothing to do with the way you look. It's something else, something different than that.
I'm not your grandmother.
I can barely remember her now. It was so long ago, and plus it was just something you said or the way you spoke just for a second.
I'm not your grandmother.
I know. I know. I wonder how long it's been. I wonder how they're doing and how they're feeling now.
Who?
You know, the people in the house with the forsythia bush in the yard.